Memories affect us. They affect us emotionally. They affect the choices we make. They affect our view of the world. They limit us if they become our sole guide, and so blind us to new possibilities. As conscious, aware attention frees us from being captured by memory, our life gets better. As young children, with so few memories and a free mind, we see almost unlimited possibilities. We have the unhindered freedom to imagine anything. But as we grow up, our possibilities are shaped and limited, conditioned by all the indoctrination children are subject to, along with what is known as common sense. All is stored in our memory. Our memory, that is, all the impressions gathered into our mind, not just the random events, becomes our reference point, who we are, what the limits of our abilities are, what our possibilities are, what the dangers are that we have been prepared for. Our beliefs and abilities and possibilities have been formed in early life. The pattern is stored in our memory. When we recall certain impressions triggered by certain events, we react in the prescribed way. We tend to repeat what we have been impressed with. We live a repeat version of them in the present. We imagine and project them into our future. They circumscribe our possibilities. The result is life changes very little in our lifetime and very slowly in the life of the human race. The rare person steps out of his or her conditioning and experiences a new space. With their mind still and their memory not blocking their view, they see clearly enough to bring us flight, horseless and now driverless carriages, space exploration, and replicated the mind in artificial intelligence. For the rest of us, what we imagine as the future is something like the past, just advanced a little bit by technology. This technology, which rather than advancing us, allows us to be more of what we already are. Our values and expectations and imaginings remain much the same. Just our reach changes. With technology, war has become more brutally devastating, greed more enabled and destructive, and power extending further and becoming absolute. Information age communication technology has tweaked our fears with great skill, debilitating and mentally enslaving ordinary people. Yet hope keeps us going. We hope to repeat and re-experience good times. We hope to avoid a repeat of the bad times. We base our fantasies on fulfilling some part of our unfulfilled past. Unfulfilled love, unfulfilled wealth, unfulfilled prestige. We work to avoid repeats of remembered powerless, undignified humiliation and general failure. Our memories are the base of those thoughts. When triggered, we are enslaved and limited and driven by them. Some people who have grown up in poverty or enslaved by certain religious dogmas or cultural frameworks have defied their memory pattern, becoming wealthy or spiritual or a citizen of the world. A productive and aware life must of necessity be independent of the powers of our thoughts, not necessarily rid of them, but not dominated by them to the point of paralysis. The time to liberate our attention from memory is the now. It cannot happen in the future. The future is only an idea giving context and contrast to the imagination. Liberation in the future will remain an imagined liberation. First, who, or rather what are we, is not the limited identity created and policed by our memory and our conditioning. We are our aware, conscious attention. Instead of just habitually looking through the lens of our memory, We could, if we chose, see what actually is, with clear, conscious, aware attention. Freed of the domination of memory, free of operating from imagined identity, and free of conditioned preconception, we begin seeing what is. And what is very different from what we're seeing now. Without identity, without analysis, just look and see. What is in this moment? What are you? What is life?